Hello guys, welcome to my channel, and today I am going to do Exp22 Excel chapter 2 mid-level 2 vacation property. Basically this is the second chapter of Excel section of this Pearson course, and in this video I will be doing this assignment step by step, and you can get your assignment done by watching this complete video. But if you want me to do this assignment for you, or if you want me to do this complete course for you, then you can contact me and you can hire me for your complete course, including all the Word, Excel, PowerPoint or Access assignments. You can also hire me for your other courses like accounting, management, finance, information technology, computer sciences, all other writing assignments, mathematics or statistics. So at start of the instruction, we are given with project description. There is nothing to solve in this project description, but I suggest you to read this project description well so that you can get an idea about the assignment. Once you will read this project description, this will be easy for you to solve this assignment on your own. So please go through this project description and get an idea about the assignment. Then we have main part of the assignment, that is steps to perform to complete this project, and we have a total of 13 steps to get this assignment done. In this video, I will be doing each and everything. I am not only going to solve the question or steps, but I am going to make you learn the Excel as well. So if you want to learn the Excel or if you want to do this assignment, please watch this complete video, follow me step by step, then you will be able to solve this assignment on your own. So now let's move to step number 1 of the assignment, and that is saying start Excel, download and open the file named Exp22 Excel chapter 2 mid-level 2 vacation property. Granger has automatically added your last name to the beginning of file name. So I have already downloaded this Excel workbook. This is the Excel workbook that we're gonna use to solve this assignment. We will apply all the instructions, all the steps to this Excel workbook, and we're gonna make this Excel workbook in the final form for the submission. So your first task in this assignment is to download and open the Excel workbook. There is nothing else to solve in step number 1 of the assignment. That's why we will move to step number 2. Step number 2 of the assignment is saying write an if function in cell D9. So we are supposed to write an if function in cell D9 that calculates the down payment for the mortgage. So we are supposed to write an if function here to calculate the down payment. The down payment is 15% of the purchase price. So it is saying the down payment will be 15%, this one, of the purchase price, that is the housing cost, if it is considered high risk. That means if the credit score is greater than this low risk cutoff. If it is greater than this, then down payment is 15%. Otherwise, 5% of the purchase price if it is considered low risk. Okay? The criteria to assess the risk of the loan is based on the credit score value in cell B6. This one, B6, that is the low risk cutoff. Okay? Be sure to use appropriate absolute or mixed references when referencing the input values in the range B4 up to B6. Then use the fill handle to copy the formula down, stopping in cell G28. So let me go to the worksheet. First click in cell G9, and here we are supposed to use an if function. So type an equal sign and type if. Okay, so we got if function. Now click on this function sign or symbol to enter or insert the function arguments. So our logical test is if the credit score that is given in cell C9 is less than cut off score that is given in cell B6, but make sure that we will use the absolute reference for this B6 by using the dollar sign before the column name and row number. So we are checking if the credit score given in cell C9 is less than the cut-off score, then our down payment will be the 5% that is given in cell B5, but make sure that use absolute reference for this one, multiply by the housing cost given in cell B9. Otherwise, it will be considered high risk, then it will be the 15%. Okay, make sure it should be absolute reference multiplied by the down payment. Oh, sorry, housing cost. So let me repeat this function again. We are using an if function. First of all, our logical test is if the credit score given in cell C9 is less than risk cutoff score given in cell B6, it will be considered a low risk. And in instruction it is mentioned when it is considered low risk, then it will be the 5% of the 5% of the purchase price. Purchase price is given in cell B9 and 5% is given in cell B5. Otherwise, it will be considered high risk. So when it will be considered high risk, then it will be 15% of the purchase price. Again, purchase price is given in cell B9 and 15% is given in cell B4. So we will get the result like this one. So that is all about this. Now we will use the fill handler to drag it down up to cell D28. So we got all the down payments. So that is all about step number 2. So okay, now we are supposed to do step number 3. And step number 3 of the assignment is saying enter a formula to calculate the percent financed in cell E9. And the percent financed is the amount financed divided by purchase price. Next, use the fill handle to copy the formula down, stopping in cell E28. So now in this step, we are supposed to calculate the percentage of financed amount. And for this purpose, we are supposed to use a function that will be equal to amount financed divided by purchase price. Okay, so let me go to the worksheet. So here we are supposed to use a formula in cell E9. Okay, that will be equal to amount financed divided by purchase price. But amount financed is not calculated yet. So we can calculate the amount financed by subtracting the down payment from the purchase price. Purchase price minus down payment. Okay, that will be equal to amount financed. When we will subtract down payment from the original cost, then we will get an amount that is going to be financed. So B9 minus D9 is equal to amount financed. Then it is saying divide this by the purchase price. Purchase price is this one. So we will get the result 85%. Okay. So now let me use the fill handler to drag it down up to cell E28. But from this, select this option that is saying fill without formatting. Okay. So we have calculated the amount financed in percentage. Okay. So that is all about step number 3. So we are done with third step. So now let me do step number 4. Step number 4 of the assignment is saying enter a formula in cell F9 to calculate the amount financed. So we have already calculated the amount financed in previous step, that is equal to when we will subtract down payment from the original cost, then we will get the amount financed. Okay, the amount financed is the purchase price minus down payment. After entering the formula, use fill handler to copy the formula, stopping in cell F28. Let me go to the worksheet. So here we are supposed to calculate the amount financed, and amount financed is equal to purchase price minus down payment. Okay, so we will get the amount financed, and we are supposed to use the fill handler to drag it down up to cell F28, and from here select fill without formatting. Okay, so we have calculated the amount financed. So that is all about step number 4. So we are done with fourth step. Now let me do step number 5. Step number 5 of the assignment is saying use lookup function in cell G9 to look up the mortgage rate based on the customer credit score and the data in the range D4 up to E6. D4 up to E6, this one, D4 up to E6. That is the lookup array from where we are going to take the values. Okay, be sure to use appropriate absolute or mixed cell references Use fill handle to copy the formula down, stopping in cell G28. So we will go to workbook and go to cell G9, and here we are supposed to use lookup function. So type an equal sign, type VLOOKUP and select this function. So we have used lookup function. Now click the function symbol to enter the function argument. So now we are supposed to enter the function argument. So it is saying inside G9 lookup function mortgage based on the customer credit score. So our lookup value will be the credit score given in cell C9. So our lookup value is the credit score given in cell C9. Our lookup array, our table array is this one, D4 up to E6, sorry. C9 is the lookup value, table array is this one, select this, D6 up to E6. But make sure that we are supposed to use absolute references for this range, okay? Now column index. So we are going to calculate the mortgage rate. So our column index will be number of column in which column we are going to get the values. So in this case we are going to get the values from the second column of table array. So we will type 2 here, okay? So now it is saying be sure to use the appropriate cell, use the fill handle to copy the formula down, stopping in cell G28. Okay, so now we are supposed to type range lookup. We have two range lookup, true and false. When we are going to take exact value, we use false. When we are going to take approximate, then we use true. So here we will use true, okay? So we got 8% for the credit score 5119, okay? So now we are supposed to use the fill handle to drag it down so that we can get the other values. So we got all the values, okay? 8%, okay. So we used lookup function to get the mortgage rate based on this table array and based on the credit score, okay? Now we're gonna do next step of the assignment, that is step number 6. And step number 6 of the assignment is saying calculate the rate per period in cell H9. All mortgage being financed will be paid monthly. After completing this formula, use fill handle to copy the formula down, stopping in cell H28. So now we are going to calculate rate per period in cell H9. So let me go to the workbook and we are supposed to calculate the rate per period. Here we calculated the APR, that is the yearly rate. Now we are going to calculate rate per period. Rate per period will be equal to this rate divided by number of months in a year, that is 12. So we will type an equal sign. We will select this rate, that is G9 divided by 12. We will get rate per period, that is 0.6%. Drag it down to use the fill handle to get all the rate per period. So that is all about step number 6. So we are done with 6 steps of this assignment so far, and now we gonna do next step of this assignment, that is step number 7. Step number 7 of the assignment is saying calculate the total number of payments period in cell J9 based on the year financed in cell I9. Here we have total year, and here we are going to calculate the number of periods, okay? After completing the formula, use the fill handle to copy the formula down, stopping in cell J28. So we will go to the workbook and we are going to calculate the number of payments that will be equal to the number of years given in cell I9 multiplied by 12, number of months in an year. So number of year is given in cell I9. We will multiply this by the number of months in an year, that is 12, and we will get the number of payments 180, okay? Use the fill handle to drag it down up to cell J28, okay? So that is all about step number 7. So in this video, I have solved 7 steps, that is more than half of the assignment that I have completed for you in this video. But if you want me to do this assignment for you, or if you want me to do this complete course for you, including all the Word, Excel, PowerPoint or Access assignments, then you can contact me and you can hire me for your complete course. My WhatsApp number and email is showing at the bottom of the screen. Please reach me out through WhatsApp or email and hire me for your courses. Thank you so much for watching my video. I will get back to you with another powerful solution. Thank you so much again.